What's going on, everybody? Justin, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. Shane, what's up? Good to see you, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is having a fantastic shortened trading week. A fantastic trading week, nonetheless. Ready for some big things too, Shane. Ed, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you guys. We're a few minutes early. Hope you guys are doing well. Got a lot. We're going to do a little shortened talk tonight, about 40 minutes. But got a lot to talk about in the 40 minutes. Justin, what's going on? It's been a great week. It's been a fantastic week. Missed out on some, got in on others, but that's the game we play. Steve, how's it going, my brother? Hope you're doing well. We're a few minutes early, everybody. We're going to give a few minutes for everybody to get in here. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Thursday night. We're going to keep our Monday meeting for this coming Monday, but I did want to connect with everybody, even though it's a holiday week. Randy, good to see you, my friend. What's going on, everybody? Corey, Corey, what'd you do, bro? You've been in Facebook jail a few times this year. What'd you do, brother? Hope you're having a good week, by the way. Hope you all are having a good week. Hope some of you got on the AMC bandwagon. Hope everyone's still hodling a little bit. I bought the dip, which was a good buy this morning. I'm in Naked and Sundial right now also that I added into today. Jared, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. Justin, you're right. Corey is earning his jail badges for sure. Greg, what's up, bro? AMC to the moon. Where'd you all get in at on AMC? Did anybody buy a week ago when it was still like $11? Where'd everyone enter at AMC if you got in? I got in around 9, and then I added at like 14. I guess I said. Corey, that's awesome. Jason, what's going on, my brother? Jared, community's not back up yet. It will be. We're going to integrate into the app, so we're just working on all the API integrations right now. The algorithm banned me for 30 days. Jeez. Oh, man. Great. Nice. $19. That's great. Cherie, nice. I'm in January. Awesome. I bought 10 this morning. Nice, Greg. Did you buy the dip when it was down like 30%? When'd you get in? $1.90. Damn, nice move. That's great. Mike, it's okay, man. We win some, we lose some. Or I guess if you didn't pull the trigger, you didn't lose. I'm in on NK, Naked, and Sundial right now. What else am I in on? I'm still in on AMC a little bit. I pared down some, not all, but I got my original investment off the table. Sundial, Naked, I got this morning. Sean, what's going on, man? Corey, your nephew. Oh, man, that's a good nephew. Christina, hey, how's it going? Have $14 call expires next week. Fantastic, bro. Jared, that's huge, man. How many calls did you get? Did you get one, or did you buy a few of them? I bet you're up like 10,000% right now. Picked up some Doji. Nice. Good. Good. Yep, Doji is going live on Coinbase. That's a good move. Sundial finally went back up. Yep, I'll be holding Sundial for a while, I think. Demetrius, how's it going, my friend? Everyone check out Rolls Royce. Yep, that's a good one. I've been watching that one. Jared, nice move, man. That's great, bro. You're in the money quite a bit. Antonio, how's it going, my friend? All right, everybody. We're going to give it a few more minutes for everybody to join. We started a few minutes early today. I have a hard stop in about 38 minutes, so I'm going to talk fast, and then we're going to open it up for questions. But I want to hear about everyone's stonks this week. Where are you all at? Hugh, how's it going, my friend? Corey bought 10 billion ASS and now $500 million into SafeMoon. Nice. Right on. Where else is everybody? What's everyone buying? Mike is clipping. Is anybody else having a hard time hearing me? I can turn this podcast mic off if everyone's having a hard time hearing me. Daniel, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. What's everyone else holding? Sundial, January 2023 calls. Matt, what are you in at on the Sundial calls? That's a long-term play right there. I love it. What's your strike price on the Sundial calls, Matt? I'm curious to hear. Wait, don't get your mouth too close to the mic. Yeah, I can't hear what's coming through, so I'll back up a bit. Actually, I'll put the mic way back here. Let me know if that's better. Brian, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. ZOM to do something. It'll come. You got to give it some time, Demetrius. I'm in on Sundial and Naked right now. $7. Nice. That's great, Matt. That's huge. OCGN, ONTX. I want to ask you guys, have you guys heard of, well, we're going to give it like 2 more minutes for everybody to join, but I'm curious, have you guys heard of highshortinterest.com? It's a site someone threw together a little bit ago that actually gives the largest short interest for the day. So if you guys haven't heard of highshortinterest.com, I heard that on CNBC today. So I wanted to pass that on to everybody. Brian, what's your strike price on, or what's your basis on Ford, Brian? I've been holding Ford for a while, since last year. Finally broke $5 and I decided to hold it forever. Calls are super cheap. What's the theta decay on your calls, Matt? I'm curious. I can't imagine it's more than $0.01 per day, if even $0.01 per day. But I'm curious what your theta is on the calls. $8.50 strike on AMC call options. Ran like a beast. Damn, Mike, that's huge, bro. Congrats. You're way in the money right now. How many of those calls did you pick up? I heard about that merger, Kevin. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, guys and gals, let's get started. Keep on feeding in what you guys are looking at. And we can have a discussion. I have a hard stop in about 35 minutes, but I wanted to make sure that we were able to connect this week. It's a short week. We're going to keep our Monday time going still. And Mike, you got 125 calls at 850. That's huge, bro. Yeah, Matt, that theta decay is nothing. Mike, congrats, man. That's huge. 125 $8.50 strike calls on AMC. Congrats, man. That's a big win. So I wanted to be able to connect. So now that we're progressing, the app's wrapping up, we're going to be able to have it launched here pretty soon in beta. Alpaca, we're going to be Alpaca's largest enterprise client, which is great because now we're getting the started. They were really wanting to work with us, so we're getting a lot of discounts from them, from their services, which is awesome. So we're wrapping up the integration there, and then we should be able to be good to go with getting the app launched. But now that we're getting closer to app launch and then starting to develop revenue, of course, we've been lining up lawyers to help us navigate not only the corporation build, but then getting everybody's shares. Excuse me, guys. Getting everybody's shares going, making sure everybody gets their shares allocated, and then prepping for when we actually really take off. And so I feel like we're at about 10,000 on our wait list, if not more. But when we get a product, we're gonna hockey stick in our users. And so we're getting all the infrastructure in place to be able to handle the demand with giving hundreds of thousands of people shares. But with talking with the lawyers last week, and this has been in the back of my mind, and we may have talked about this a month or so ago, but the Jobs Act, which regulates investing and companies, shareholders, and whatnot, and a lot of other things, says that if you have 2,000 shareholders or more, then you have 180 days after your fiscal year ends to register as a public company with the SEC. And, or it's 120 days, sorry, it's the first quarter after your fiscal. So that means, just because of the nature of our company, we are going to be public next March. And so that's exciting because that pushes up our timeline by, our goal was to be public by end of next year, just from a revenue standpoint. But because of the Jobs Act and how securities laws work, if we have 2,000 shareholders on our cap table as a private company, we have to register to go public with the SEC. And so there's a few ways to go about doing that. I would like to not IPO for a few reasons. One, it's really expensive, a couple $1 million to IPO. But the reason why people IPO instead of go direct listing is because of liquidity. And so if you can imagine a software company that files to go IPO, they may have 30 shareholders on their cap table or 50 shareholders on their cap table. So there's not enough liquidity within the shareholders to be able to just direct list onto the New York Stock Exchange. We are not going to run into that problem. Hopefully by the time we launch or we go public next year, we'll have hundreds of thousands of shareholders, which will mean there wouldn't be a liquidity bottleneck, which is awesome. So what does that mean for us? Well, we need about $500K. We're not raising money. This is going to be just allocated from the revenue that we make for this initiative. This will just be a part of our operational budget. But we need about $500K from now until February to allocate to go public. So unfortunately, it's a lot of money to register the SEC. I guess they have to make their money somehow. And so lawyers' fees and whatnot, it's going to be about $500K to register with the SEC. So that's A. But B, this is huge for us, right? It's like we took an idea back in January, for those of you who have been around since the beginning, and then February and March, and we are going public within a year, less than a year and a half, which is literally unheard of, unless you go public through a SPAC, which these EV companies maybe can get away with that. It's literally unheard of from a company build perspective. And so really, really exciting, really nerve-wracking and a lot of hoops and things to juggle. But next year we are going to be a public company. And so here's where the strategy comes in. I would like us to have 200,000 users by the end of the year. And there's a few reasons for that. But the biggest reason is if we get 300,000 users, we should go public. This is not a promise, but this is just based on data and revenue forecasts and whatnot. We should go public at a $200-300 million valuation. And so I would like to not raise any more money. I don't think we need it because when we get the app launched, we'll be able to start making revenue as a company. But then when we go, our shares will be significantly greater than they are now. You think we're raising on a $10 million valuation right now. So if we can go $100, $200 million valuation the day we direct list, then we're gonna moon our own stock essentially. And so anyways, that is the updates I wanted to share with you guys. Pretty exciting. There's a lot of work to be done, but I think collectively as a group, now that we have direction of when we need to go public, now that we need to get the app built, the app launched, or it's almost built, but the app launched, and then we need to start making revenue as a company. That's going to feed into our going public strategy, and then hopefully, John Michael, what's up, brother? Then hopefully we're ready to crush it on day one when we list. So realistic release on the app. Let me close this real quick, guys, because that is getting in my face. Realistic release on the app. We should have it ready for everybody to trade on in July. And so we're not going to release it to the public in July. We're going to release it just to our group for now. John Michael, the only thing that you missed is we're going public in March. So you may want to, after our call, you may want to just go back and watch the first 10 minutes or so. Yeah, so realistic July is when we can start trading. Now, there's two things. There's two immediate revenue streams that we can do. And so I would like to share those with you guys. And this is on the trading side. The banking portion of our platform is probably going to be around September. But I think it's really important we get the trading app out to market first. It's going to be bare bones. It'll be really nice, user-friendly, nice user interface, but it'll be bare bones. We'll add a lot more functionality in later iterations and updates. But July, we should have the beta out ready for you guys to use and trade. And then the banking portion coming in September timeframe, November. I like to get the banking in before. I've missed so many AMAs because I've been so busy. What are you confused about, my friend? Go ahead and start asking questions, and I'll try to answer. Kevin, no, we will be going. Let me answer the bank question real quick. So we should be able to get the banking build done by November, because I want to get it ready for the holidays. Because I would like our users to be able to fund their bank and then obviously start buying presents and holiday spending with our bank, because we're going to make revenue from the Visa network. And so obviously if we can get that done before the holidays, that should be huge. So let me talk about the two ways we will make money from the trading platform first. So there's two ways that we can make money. I would like to have a free version of the app for those people that don't want to pay $8 a month. And then I would like to have a premium version of the app where you get better margin rates, and then have a higher instant funding of the account. So here's what I'm thinking. So on the free version, everybody gets a margin account, but the margin rates that we make as a company, we will inflate. So we make 2-3% interest on the margin as a company, but it's free. People use margin to trade. We will make money as a Carol. What's up, brother? We will make money as a company. And then if you want to reduce that margin rate by 2-3%, then we will have a premium tier of $7 a month or something like that. And then you would have higher instant deposits. So those are the two ways right now we can make money from the trading app. Moving forward, we're going to register as a broker-dealer eventually, and then we'll make money on the order flow as well. And there's about 9 different ways we can make money from our users once the broker-dealer licensing goes through. But for now, we can make significant strides with 2 tiers, a free tier, and then a paid tier. moving forward, all right, guys, let me get back to your questions in a second. So moving forward, we will make money on the paid tier or the margin accounts. And then we will make money from the Visa network. So we'll make 2% per transaction from the Visa network, completely free bank accounts for our users, but then the merchants pay stonks when one of our banking account users uses their debit card. So those are the two or the three ways that we're going to make money this year, which mind you guys, that right there is a multi-billion-dollar company. Chime, for example, which is a bank, kind of a bank, is worth $50 billion, and this is their business model, is to make money from the Visa network. So some really, really cool ways to make money. And then as we become broker dealers and a bank ourselves, then there's a lot more ways that we can monetize moving forward. Okay, let me jump to your guys' questions real quick. So Kevin, let me know if that answered your question. Going public pre-banking, we'll be going public post-banking so that we can increase our valuation. Chance Vanderveen only mess with crypto. Corey, crypto time frame. So let me give you the broad strokes. So phase one will be buying and shorting. Phase two will be options. In phase two, they're telling me Q3 for options, IRAs, and then end of Q3, we'll be able to trade crypto. So that's what Alpaca is telling me. And so within the next few months, we should be able to have a wide variety of trading options. Brian, so I'm still workshopping this. Of course, Robinhood has the lowest margin rates at 2.5%, but they also make money by selling to Melvin order flow. So we obviously can't do that because we're not a broker dealer. And then I think Webull is 5 or 6% on margin, and then everything else, E-Trade, TD, everything is 9 to 12% margin rate. So I'm thinking on the free version, we'll have higher margin rates, maybe 5-6%, so that we can make 3% spread from Alpaca. And then on the paid tier, we'll drop it to 3.75%, which is Alpaca's rate. So we won't make any money on margin, and we'll just make money from just from the $7-8 a month subscription. Now the $7-8 a month subscription is also going to cover the bank account as well. So this is a type of roadmap that we need to build. So the $8 a month subscription, $7 to Stonks, it's going to cover the bank account as well. So there will be no transaction fees, no minimum deposit fees, and then no ATM fees. So that covers the entire bank account as well. And so we're still playing with the margins. How much do we want to make as a company since we're all shareholders? But we also still want to be competitive at the same time. On the free version, I'm not too concerned about it because people don't have to use margin if they don't want to on the free tier. And then for our users that deposit $50,000, $100,000 in their account, they'll probably pay $8 a month to have the lowest margin we can get them. Does that make sense, Brian? Did that answer your question? How will we show physical proof of our shares on the off chance a person decided to sell when we hit $1 million per share? Are you saying $1 million per share? You would have it in your brokerage account. But if you want to share it to the public, I guess you could. I don't know if I'm really understanding the question, but I like where your head's at. For when Stonks hits $1 million per share, we'll all be the richest people on the planet. So that's cool. Donna, what's going on? Let me see what you got here. App beta coming out on Android and iPhone. Yes. iPhone probably a couple weeks before. Very, very, very close. But we'll have to roll out one and then the other within a week or so. What's the word on referrals? No one has received any kind of email. I have hired a marketing person to like a freelancer to help with this. So we're going to get those emails kicked out tomorrow, and we're just going to have a cadence Monday since our shareholder call is on Monday. We're going to start that cadence on Mondays, and then we'll probably do a newsletter twice a week or something like that. Thanks for bringing that up, Jared. At any point, will we pay out dividends or just choose to reinvest? Shane, at least the strategy right now is to be a growth company. And so we will reinvest the money made. You guys will have full transparency. All of our shareholders will have full transparency into our financials. Again, I'm not trying to get rich off making $25 million a year salary. I'm trying to get rich by all of us getting rich and getting our stock up to $20,000 a share. So yeah, we will reinvest into the growth of the company. That pushes intrinsic value into the shares. And then we would grow essentially how Berkshire grows. Berkshire's never paid a dividend. They're growth stock in a long-term hold. And that's what eventually that's what I want to be, is a hodl company in and of itself. So, but with real intrinsic value, if that makes sense. Are we going to be the user information business? Are we going to be in the user information business? What do you mean by that, Kevin? Like selling people's data? No, because that's a shitty thing to do. So no, we will not be selling people's data, if that's what you mean. So rephrase, but I think I understand what you're saying. No, we're not selling people's data. As far as crypto goes, and I know it's still early. Okay, let's see. Corey always has some of the best questions about crypto. As far as crypto goes, I know it's still early. Any idea which coins will be listed on what the criteria will be? Still too early. Definitely the most well traded coins. So basically, we're gonna do some crypto trading through Alpaca, but we're also going to integrate with an exchange like Gemini or something like that. So it will be a lot more. So like more of a Coinbase type competitor, but for immediate stuff, it'll probably be the normal biggest coins traded. And then hopefully by the end of the year or Q1, we'll integrate with Gemini or something like that, so we can compete more on a Coinbase or Crypto.com type level. Can you say hi, Allison? I want to freak my kid out. Allison, what's going on? Hope you're having a good day. Boom. Allison, what's going on? Good to see you. Carol, good to see you too, bro. Glad you're here. Is the trading school going to be available in beta? Trading school is not going to be available in beta. We are still working with Tradovate to get that rolled out. It might beat beta, still working on it, but I have a call with Tradovate on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week to hopefully finalize something with them. They've been pretty slow. Can you fill me in on the bank account idea? Yeah, Matt. So if you want some examples, Chime is an example of what we're doing. Simple is an example of what we're doing. So we are essentially going to be offering a bank, Stonks Bank. It's going to be backed by either BBVA or Bancorp or Green Dot. So we're still finalizing an agreement between one of those three. But then it'll just be a traditional checking account for phase one with a debit card. And so what we want to do is we want to create a singular wallet within our platform. And I talked to Alpaca today about this, and they love the idea, and they love what we're doing, and they said it can be done, which is awesome. And so what I'd like is a singular wallet to be in our account. So if you want to transfer between your trading account and your checking account, then it's a seamless thing. And then that saves us money on the back end from transaction fees as a company. But then also we make money as a company by you and our users using their debit card to go buy groceries and gas and stuff like that. We make 2-3% from the Visa network. And so we can have a free bank account with no fees, which saves about $220 a year in fees. That's what Bank of America and Chase's average fees are. And then we're going to waive like ATM withdrawal fees by that $7, $8 a month subscription with the platform as well. So that's what we're doing. Chime is a good example of that. They're a $50 billion valued company. They're trying to go public, I think, this year. And all they are is a checking and savings account with a debit card. And so that's phase one, is to get that done, but it's all within one platform. And so we want to have a trading platform, an investing platform, and then a portfolio management platform, all within one. So you really don't have to leave to see all of your assets and where they're going, subscriptions and whatnot, all within one place. So you can think like Personal Capital, Chime, Robinhood, Gemini, or Coinbase, all in one platform is what we are trying to build, which hopefully would make us a $100 billion company. So that's what we are all here to do. We still open for investment. I slid into some more cash and want to dump more. Yeah, WeFunder. I'm closing WeFunder out though, guys. So I'm closing it up. But yeah, Kale, we are still on WeFunder. So dump some money in there if you guys want. If you need the link, let me know. But it's WeFunder.com/Stonks Trading Inc. And then throw some money in there, and then we can have a little bit more money to pay the developers to get this done faster. Will shareholders have free premium accounts? This is a great question. I don't know yet. We may do a reduced shareholder account, and there's we're still playing with it. So you have to think our business model is to have 500,000 shareholders, because we want to be a company owned by the people. And so we can't give 500,000 accounts away because we won't make any money as a company. But I think there's something that's what we're working with, like the margin. Do we charge a little bit more margin, just make it free? And then we make money on, if you use margin, and when you use the debit card, and then it's kind of a free platform. And so still workshopping that, maybe doing a reduced margin rate for shareholders. I don't know. We have to make money as a company, and we need to be a user-owned platform. And so still workshopping that. I hope that makes sense, Josh. I haven't fully wrapped my head around that yet. I want to do something for our shareholders, for sure, but then also being fiscally responsible so that we can go public, make a lot of money going public, because we have a really cool, intrinsically valuable company. So anyways, I'm thinking through all that, which is why I want to be a long-term hold company. So we use our profits to buy real estate, we buy other assets, we buy other companies to produce revenue. And then our stock platform and our banking platform is essentially a vehicle to be able to acquire other assets. Josh, let me know if that answered your question. Real estate, yeah, Mike. Yep, exactly right. Stonks Tropical Boy, I got my speed bag banana. Yes, let's go, Kale. Kevin, cool, awesome. Good. You made my eldest daughter's day. She dropped the switch and cut. Oh, that's awesome, Kale. What's up? Allison, that's awesome. Hope you're doing well. Cameron, thank you. I couldn't remember Kraken's name. So yeah, we probably will use Kraken instead of Gemini. But yeah, similar concept. Brian, that's a good question. I have to, so it's going to depend on how much we can get from the Visa network. So we have to line up a relationship with a banking backend provider like BBVA, and then we can approach the Visa network and negotiate. I think there's some precedence for the Visa network, paying 5%, 4 or 5% to their partners, that have bank accounts and stuff, which then means we could do a 2 or 3% cashback or APR paid out to the people that are holding money in their wallets. Still nuances that we're trying to figure out. But it just depends on how much we can get from the Visa network, and then being responsible for growing the revenue of the company and incentivizing people to use their debit card. So it's an interesting, fascinating thing that we're trying to work out. We could also possibly offer a credit card later down the line, which would give way better incentives also. And so still working that out, but it is on my mind to to figure out pretty quickly. Okay, so similar to Charles Schwab. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep. Similar. We just hope to be better. WeFunder sucks. Agreed, Jared. We just throw that out there. They're terrible. And so, yeah, they're just awful. Hugh, another thing. Hugh. So if you're trying to do the IRA, you need to open an Alto IRA, fund the Alto IRA, and then when you go, actually, let me just make a video on this. To fund WeFunder, you have to click the Alto IRA. But I need to make a video and send it to you. So let me work on that tomorrow. Any interest on giving a small percentage APR holding for crypto? Yes, still something we're working on. That I would rather give it into crypto. But it's something that we need to think through, like functionality, what that looks like, what the crypto wallet looks like. That's where Cameron comes in. He's on the chat as well. But I would prefer giving cash back in the form of crypto, because that's going to start tying the ecosystem together. But it's something that we're going to have to figure out over time, over the next several quarters. No framework yet, and so I think there's tiers to the banking aspect. So number one, like the easiest thing to get to market is a checking account with a debit card, and then adding a credit card, and then adding other banking services that are provided through BBVA or Bancorp that we can pass to our users. So nothing yet on the lending arm. I'm thinking that is something that we will probably tackle once we become a bank ourselves. And so that would either be by acquiring a bank or going through all the necessary licensing to become a bank, and then we can do the fractional reserve banking that every bank does, and start building out the lending arm for stonks as well. What are the set stops on stonks tour? We made any no set in stone yet. I'm hoping to get this wrapped up by tomorrow and sending it to everybody. So there's a few things that I'm balancing here. One, getting permission from the real boss, my wife, on when to set the dates, but it's going to be in August and September, or end of July, August, September, and then probably on the weekend, so that we can actually go and do cocktail hours and stuff. And no one has to be at work the next day, or most people don't have to be at work the next day. So anyways, end of July into August, wrapping up in September, starting on the West Coast and moving to the East Coast. So that's what I have nailed down so far. But the final locations, I may extend it to 10, 8 definitely, but extend it to 10 possibly, just depending how many days I can get away from home without my wife being upset. So, but boom, 8%, yeah, 8%, yeah, I know, Kale. Like, there's some insane APRs for crypto. So we need to figure that out. It's just, there's a lot of regulatory hurdles that we're still trying to figure out. Okay, Hugh. So let me reach out to our account manager to see why it's not going through. When you look to invest into WeFunder, I mean, I'm sure you've seen this, but it's like debit card, credit card, ACH, Alto IRA. You should be able to click that, but if that's not working, then I'll reach out to the account manager after this call. You may have already covered this, but do we have a tentative date for alpha or beta? Yeah, Kale, so I think I mentioned it right before you jumped on, but beta is July for beta, and then real launch or July, end of July, right early in August, and then launch to the public will be September, maybe before. But Alpaca is like giving us the full treatment because we're going to be we are already their biggest client, but we're going to be a massive client for them. And so they're giving us a project manager and stuff to help us get it out as soon as possible. Christina, that's a fantastic idea. In fact, I'm going to screenshot this so I remember it. So thank you for that. That is a fantastic idea. If you use the Stonks debit card, you get a certain percentage off, which then we'll make back from the Visa network also. That's a fantastic idea. Puyallup, brother. Oh, Brian, Seattle is definitely Puyallup, Seattle is definitely on the tour. Few reasons. One, a lot of our users are from there, but also my friends are there, so so I get to see them also. Myrtle Beach, I love Myrtle Beach. That would be awesome. Yes, I think we should do that. I love Myrtle Beach. I went to school in Virginia. Myrtle Beach would be okay. Myrtle Beach seems like a good stop. So let's maybe have that on the stop. Okay, everybody. I just ran through all those questions. Any interest on giving small? Yep. Guys, gals, we are this is awesome. We are moving forward. We are producing a huge company. And the fact that we're doing this together just by being just mere mortals of the world, it's pretty incredible and pretty remarkable. So a lot of work that we're still doing. But before I go, I got to jump in 5 minutes. But let me, here's what I need you all to do, something for me. I need you to go to our Instagram. So as we start preparing for launch, we need to start bolstering up our social channels a lot now, because that's just essentially free attention. I need you guys, if you have Instagram, to go to our Instagram page, and it's Tristonks. Here, I'll throw it up. Go to our Instagram page. If you're not following it, please follow it. But that's our Instagram page. There's King Elon laughing at us about Bitcoin. But we're going to give $500 away in Bitcoin in a couple weeks. But I really need some participation on this so that we can get the ball rolling. I put it up a few hours ago. But go through the prompts. So it's tag 3 people, follow the page, tag 3 people, and then we'll do a drawing on June 14th during our AMA for the winner of that. And so if you guys can do that for me, please go to @Tristonks on Instagram. Go to Twitter also if you don't follow it. And then tag 3 or 4 of your friends that like to trade or like stocks or crypto. And then that should get us some good momentum. So that's the type of virality we're going to start needing to create so that we can hit 100,000 users by the end of the year. But if we can start it with this group and then crank it out, that would be really awesome for you guys to help out with that. Would you guys rather have Doji or Bitcoin? I guess I should ask. I can always change that. Or we can do both. We can do another drawing. We can do another drawing in the first week of July also. So I think we could. That'd be a lot more useful if I could meme more. Kale, throw out some memes, bro. I'm okay if you guys throw out some memes. Perfect, guys. Okay, well, Doji, maybe I'll switch it tomorrow. I might just switch out the picture and then do Doji, Bitcoin. There's a mix. Maybe we'll do both. Maybe we'll do one Doji, one Bitcoin. Do a couple of these giveaways, and then I'd like to get our Instagram page up to 2,000-3,000 people in 3-4 weeks. And so it's possible, but we have to have a little bit of that virality. Yeah, I think we're going to do both, Brian. I think it would be a good idea to maybe do one drawing on Bitcoin, one drawing on Doji a couple weeks later. So cool, guys. Well, that's all I got for you tonight. A lot of work to be done tomorrow. I'm around if any of you want to shoot me a text, or again, you can go to the website too, tristonks.com. We're going to be updating that soon. It needs a facelift. Let me just throw that up real quick. It needs a facelift. But if you go to our website, you can book a meeting with me if you want to just chat for 15-20 minutes. But anyways, guys, appreciate all of you. Thank you for taking the time on a Thursday. I know it was out of orthodoxy to put on a Thursday instead of a Monday. But we will be hitting our meeting on Monday as well. So let's keep that rolling. And then if you need anything from me in the meantime, please reach out. But I hope you all have a fantastic night. Let me know if you need anything. Appreciate all of you. And we're taking stonks to the moon, baby. See you guys later. Peace.